Today, I'm going to be showing you an unboxing and review of these, the Bose noise cancelling headphones 700. These headphones are making quite a lot of waves in the market, especially since they were included as a pre-order bonus for anyone who ordered a Pixel 6 Pro. So, are they any good? They'd better be for $379. Let's find out. My pair of Bose noise cancelling headphones 700, wow, that's a long name, I'll just call them the 700s from now on. So my pair of 700s were graciously loaned to me by Patreon subscriber Daniel, the same fantastic guy who loaned me his Pixel 6 Pro for the review. Like many others, Daniel got these headphones included as a pre-order bonus when he ordered his Pixel 6 Pro. The 700s were originally released in 2019 as a successor/parallel product to the legendary Quiet Comfort range from Bose. Originally priced at $399, they can currently be had on Bose's website or Amazon for $379. As their name suggests, the killer feature here is the noise cancelling capabilities of the device, which you can switch between full noise cancelling or what Bose calls situational awareness, to make you aware of your surroundings, especially when you are in public. The headphones also feature high-fidelity sound, a solid build quality, improved voice pickup for online meetings or perhaps gaming sessions, and a 20-hour battery life. Delving further into the specs, the 700s feature acoustic noise reduction aimed at quieting out unwanted sounds and improving audio quality, as well as automatic volume adjustment. 8 microphones are included in total, 6 for active noise cancelling and 4 for voice pickup. That actually adds up to 10, but 2 microphones pull double duty as both ANC and voice pickup microphones. The headphones feature capacitive touch controls, allowing you to change volume, control music, playback, and take calls. They also integrate with the 3 main voice assistant, depending on what's installed on your phone. The headphones support Bluetooth 5 with multipoint, allowing them to connect to 2 devices at once with switching managed by the Bose Music app. You can also connect them using a 3.5mm headphone jack. Construction-wise, they feature protein leather ear cups with a 15-degree tilt and a steel headband with a silicone-covered foam underside. A variant of the device, the Bose Noise Cancelling Headphones 700 UC, comes in at an extra $20 for $399 and includes a USB module pre-paired with the device to make connecting the 700s to your laptop a quicker process. An additional charging case is also available for $79. So, here they are, the Bose Noise Cancelling Headphones 700. This is the box that they come in, okay? As you can see, made for iPhone, iPad, iPod, Android, blah blah. Google Assistant, Alexa, and something in Chinese built in. So let's go ahead and unbox this. Now you'll see on this side, there is this pull tab here, which I'll go ahead and pull. And that unlocks this outer cover thingy. Okay, and let's go ahead and lift this. And here we are. Instantly we see the case, which actually is a nice kind of soft pleather or fake leather, I assume. And in here we also have the quick getting started guide that you'll probably won't read, but basically it tells you about powering the headphones on, getting into pairing mode, also downloading the Bose Music app, which we are gonna do, and I think that's pretty much it. And then there's a lot of health and safety stuff that no one reads anyway. Okay, so let's get this box out of the way. So looking at the case itself, it feels nice, okay, nothing too special, but I mean, what did you expect? It's just a case. Bose also do have a charging case, which is available separately for $79. This is just the one that comes with the headphones themselves. So let's go ahead and unbox, or rather uncase in this case. And here we are, and oh, okay. So they're really light, which I'm seeing as a good thing, since if you're gonna wear these for a long time, you definitely don't want something heavy on your head. very clearly labeled right and left pads, and kind of strange. If you feel inside here, it's like the cups slope downwards. I can only assume that's so you can get a better seal around your ears, since a very large part of noise isolation is actually just having a good seal. And here at the bottom, you can see there's a USB-C port for charging, or I guess wired listening. We'll test that out. Then there is another slot here for whatever this is, we'll find out later, and 2 buttons here, and then there is as well the power button as well as Bluetooth pairing mode button here. Here we also have this thing, which is just a piece of felt, and some information about the touch controls on the device. So on the right ear cup, you can use this side, so let's see, right ear cup, this side, so this part here apparently, to play and pause music, adjust the volume, and also make, receive calls basically. And all this is done via the Bose Music app. Now there seems to be some other compartment here. Oh, that's alright, that's very swanky. That's really nice actually. And we have the cables here, so we have a USB-C to USB-A cable. And we also have a jack-to-jack adapter. So yes, you can, that's what this guy is for here, connect the jack for good old-fashioned analog listening. Okay, so that's what is in the box. So I quite like this case. I especially like this compartment here, where you can neatly store your cables. It's a better compartment than my current headphones of choice, which are the Bowers & Wilkins PX, where they have a huge case just so they have space here for the cables, but there are 3 cables and only 2 spaces, so that really doesn't make sense. This is a much more elegant solution here. So case aside, build quality wise, honestly, I mean, they are Bose, so you would expect a certain level of build quality, of course. They do not feel as sturdy as my Bowers & Wilkins PX, but then again, I bought those because I am the clumsiest person on earth and have managed to break every pair of headphones I've ever owned. These are nice and lightweight, which my PXs are not. And they also seem to have this part here, which is either very rigid plastic, okay, and they have a nice flex to them to adjust to your head. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and wear these things and see what kind of audio quality we get. So let's go ahead and get comfortable with these guys. So right and left, we'll just do this and... Ooh. Okay, so even with the headphones turned off, you can see that they create quite a good seal around your ears. I mean, I can hear my voice differently, which is interesting. And they're also very light as far as headphones go. And even though they provide a very good seal, the nice thing is that they are very gentle on the ears. I keep comparing these to my daily drivers, the Bowers & Wilkins PX. They do have a very good seal, but they feel like they're crushing your ears to do so with some really hard leather cups. These are nice and soft and squishy, and they're really quite comfortable, especially in summer. Okay, so that's nice. Adjustment-wise, oh wow, that's a real difference when I take them off. But adjustment-wise, you can move this metal rod along the, well, metal, it's probably plastic, but you can move this rod alongside the cup. It's quite an interesting design. That means that you can very easily get a fit when you put them on. The ear cups also do tilt a bit, although I do wish they tilted a bit more. They're fine for my head, but I've read some other reviews online for people with smaller heads that wished that there was a bit more tilt. As you can see, there's very limited movement here. I mean, I guess if I extend it all the way, yeah, the angle increases it, but then again, if you have a small head, you're not gonna be extending it all the way, so you'll have the least angle movement possible. But, you know, things that you'll get used to, I guess. So anyway, let's go. Actually, let's go ahead and pair this. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this paired. Now, I want to take the experience of a total noob who's simply just downloaded the Bose Music app and hasn't paired the phones yet. Let's see what happens. So I'll tap on Bose Music here, and it says hear and be heard like never before. Nice. I'll say connect a product. And it says, we need location access. The The Bose Music app uses Bluetooth Low Energy to connect to your product. Android 6 and higher require location services be enabled to use BLE. Well, that's interesting. Okay, I guess I'll allow location access while using this app. Okay, headphones and frames. Why create a My Bose account? I'm gonna skip this for now. The legal stuff, blah 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 blah. I agree. Allow notifications. Got it. Okay, so searching nearby. I guess I should probably turn them on now. So using this button here. Okay, it's now flashing. And as you can see on the app, it says Bose NC 700 headphones. Connect. And I can actually tap to pair this with device, connect, and I can actually already hearing these things make sound. And the headphones just said connected to Pixel 6 Pro, so it actually reads out the name of the device. And I'll press done, and really that was totally painless. All I had to do was turn on the headphones whilst in the vicinity of the phone, and it just works. So that's really nice. Now, as you can see, the screen is saying getting ready, so I assume it's doing something. If I know anything about smart devices, they will probably need a firmware update, but we'll see what happens. Still working on it. Okay, now it's working. Pair and connect. Yes, pair. Now we can name it. With a lot of suggested names here, I'm just gonna choose the default Bose NC 700 HP. Save. Your product has been renamed. Okay, product tips. Voice assistant, touch control. Let's actually look at the touch control. Okay, so as was indicated on the quick start guide, we can double tap on the front of the right ear cup to play or pause audio. We can swipe to change the volume, skip forward, swipe forward, skip backward, swipe backward, and we can hear the battery level to tap and hold. Okay, that seems intuitive enough. It says setup complete, and I hear a nice tone in my headphones. Okay, and as you can see, the app is now displaying the battery life. Now if I tap on the headphones, it says add your favorite voice assistant. Let's get started. And in this case, we're going to choose the Google Assistant. So Google Assistant, use your voice to do more headphones. Next. Keep getting personal results on lock screen. Yeah, whatever. No, we don't want that. Your assistant is ready. Press and hold the Google Assistant button. We're talking. When you're done, let go. Try saying, what's the weather? Done. Okay. Okay, so now we can go here. We can set our noise cancellation level right here from the app, as you can see. Now it's interesting that it doesn't let us choose modes. It's literally a slider that you can choose yourself. So let me just disable it. And I'll have my, oh wow, okay, I can hear my voice clearly now. So I'll have my handsome assistant say, hi there.
Hi there.
And that is as clear as daylight. Now I'm gonna turn the noise cancellation full. Go ahead.
Hi there.
Okay, now of course my friend is right there across from the screen, so I can still hear him, but there is a huge difference. And also remember, I'm not actually listening to anything. Okay, so it's just clear sound, and it's amazing how well this is working. We also have an EQ button here, and as you can see, there are some presets like a bass boost, bass reducer, treble boost, treble reducer, and so on, and we can enable one of these at a time. Now, I wonder whether we can manually adjust these, and the answer is yes, we can. Okay, so I can say 0, 0, and 0. So we do have some control. I mean, it doesn't actually display the individual frequency ranges, but you wouldn't expect that from consumer level headphones either. Okay, so what does this button do? Okay, so this just returns us to the main screen. As you can see, it's saying I have 2 hours and 46 minutes left. And this is basically the volume, which, as you can see, changes the volume on the Android device itself. Okay, so now let's try some media playback. So I'm going to switch to YouTube here. So here we are on YouTube, and I'm going to load up one of my favorite songs for testing audio. Now, unfortunately, you won't be able to hear it since this will have a copyright strike, but it's what I typically use to determine the level of audio quality. So let's go ahead and do this. And I'm going to skip to the part with actual sound. Okay, so that's worked beautifully. The audio quality is great, okay? There's nothing much to say about it. The song sounds like what it's supposed to. It has really nice bass, but it's not overpowering. The mids are good, and the high points are really, really nice on this device. I can hear the synthesizer part of the song better than you would expect, better than my Bowers & Wilkins set that I normally use. I also tried out the gesture control. So as you can see, when I swipe down, the volume goes down. I've actually muted it now. And as I start swiping up, the volume goes up, of course. I'll just lower this down a bit. Now I can swipe forward, and this will skip track. Now, of course, on YouTube, skip track means go to the next suggested video, as you can see here. And I can swipe back to go back to the previous video. So the gesture control really does work, and it is very intuitive. I've used a lot of headphones with a billion buttons or with gesture controls that are just fiddly. These seem to work just fine. So yeah, no complaints there at all. I was also moving my head to the beat to test the fit. Now, in something that my friend who has lent me these headphones will smirk at, I am going to try the famous fit test. So first we'll try some side-to-side motion. Okay, so you could see that they do move around with your head, but they don't come off, okay? So you can probably see the movement, okay? So they do move. As I said, they don't have a really tight grip. They're pretty light on the head, which in most cases is what you want. But they do move around when I go side to side. Now let's try up and down. Let me just fit them properly. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so as you can see, the band did come in front of my eyes, but they didn't fall off. Now, would I recommend these if you're going jogging? Well, first of all, if you're taking jogging advice from me, you're clearly on the wrong channel. But if I had to imagine what jogging looks like and feels like and the kind of motion you get, probably not, okay? So first of all, you probably want something a bit lighter for jogging. And honestly, if you are doing some activity outdoors, you probably want to be more aware of your surroundings. So it might be a good idea, if you are going to use these for jogging, to turn the noise cancellation way down so you can see that oncoming car. I don't think they'd come off unless you're doing some extreme sports. But they don't have a super, super tight, secure fit as you would see on, sports headphones or some other active lifestyle audio product. That being said, they didn't come off. So one interesting thing I figured out here is that tapping and holding on the right ear cup is the shortcut button. And as you can see here from the Bose app, you can change what it does. So by default, you'll hear the battery level. You can enable or disable the wake word for your voice assistant, or you can even use it to immediately launch Spotify, which is great if Spotify is your streaming service of choice. So technically, I should be able to activate my assistant. Let's see here. Okay, so to access the voice assistant, I'll need to tap and hold on this button here, which if this is a new pair of headphones, it takes a while to find them, but here it is. So I need to tap and hold and say something. So, what's the weather like right now? So I just got the weather report in my headphones. Interestingly, when I activated that, nothing happened on the phone. Okay, so I did hear the response from Google, But I didn't get anything on screen, which I guess kind of makes sense. If you have your phone in your pocket and you're listening using the headphones, you don't really need that. And besides, if your phone isn't in your pocket, then your phone's right here, right? And you can access the assistant using the shortcut button or whatever you have configured. Interestingly, if I say, "Okay, Google," you'll notice that nothing happens. Okay, so apparently wearing the headphones disables the voice assistant. I'm getting out of the app and I'll try it again. "Okay, Google." Yep, nothing happens. So once you have the headphones connected, you can only access your voice assistant using that button on the right hand side. Now, the interesting thing here, guys, is that when you tap and hold on the button to access the voice assistant, which, by the way, not the most intuitive thing to do, although I guess you do get used to the shape of the headphones, but still, you have to do this and hold to speak to Google. That's a bit weird. But anyway, if I just tap rather than tapping and holding, it just tells me the time. However, what it also does is it reads me my notifications, okay? So tapping and holding gets you to talk to Google or whatever assistant you have. Just tapping once, at least with the Google Assistant configured, reads you your notifications. Now, my friend's phone here was full of notifications and the headphones started going crazy. We started getting plum, 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 that sound over and over again, and it started reading Discord and trying to read the emojis. So yeah, it was a total crapshoot. But now it seems to have calmed down. I'm just going to try it again. Yeah. Listen to this, guys. That's something that happens when you tap the voice assistant button, but you don't hold it down. That's weird. I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to do that. I mean, it's something you can probably avoid doing. And it should still work. What's the time? Nope, it keeps... Okay, let's try this again. What time is it? No. Yep. Once you've tapped the voice assistant button without holding it down, the headphones are going crazy, okay? And the only way I can get them to work again is by opening something like YouTube, playing a video, which is now what I'm hearing, and now it should have kind of reset them. What time is it? No, it hasn't reset nothing. So yeah, I think this is probably some sort of software issue. In fact, I can actually hear myself talk now, which is kind of weird. I'm gonna see whether the headphones have any firmware update available. So going back to the app, as you can see, they're connected. And we'll go to settings and we have, so let's go to, I guess, technical info, firmware version not applicable. Your product is up to date. Firmware version not applicable. Okay, weird. And okay, so kind of weird. Common questions just takes you to the Bose support site, which is not what I wanted. Okay, so the software needs some work, which is strange because these headphones were released in 2019, so you'd think they would have had enough time to get this stuff sorted out. It could be a temporary thing. We'll now try repairing the headphones again to get the problem solved. In the meantime, however, there is another button here on the left ear cup, and pressing this button, once you find it, enables or disables noise cancellation. So right now I have noise cancellation set to full. Okay, so basically you can toggle between 0, 5, and 10 noise cancellation just using this button. Okay, so that's basically how it works. Personally, I would rather it just toggled between my previous noise cancellation level and 0. Okay, because if someone just decides to start talking to me and I don't want to take the headphones off, I just press the button, noise cancellation goes off, blah, 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 and then turn them back on again. But I guess it does give you more flexibility in this way to toggle between nothing, midway, and 10. To be fair, with noise cancellation levels set to 5, you can probably still hear the people around you. Okay, so let me try and get this software issue sorted before we try the call test. Okay, so we've been playing around with it and it just keeps getting weirder. So let me show you guys. If I tap on shortcut here and I tap and hold, it just said battery 2 hours to show me my battery life, right? Okay. Now there's also this option here to enable, disable the wake word. Okay, so this basically turns on or off, okay, Google, hey Siri, and so on, okay? So right now, I can say, okay, Google, and as you can see, my voice assistant gets activated. So now I'm gonna tap and hold, and nothing happened, okay? Okay, Google, you can see the voice assistant still comes up. So it's meant to give me some sort of notification, you know, disabled or enabled, but nothing happens. I mean, I'm gonna try it again. Okay, Google. Okay, now it's disabled. Do it again. Okay, Google. And now it's enabled. Okay, Google. And now it's enabled. Okay, Google. And yeah, it does nothing. It simply doesn't work. It doesn't provide any feedback as to what's going on here. We also weren't able to solve that voice assistant issue that I was having. If I go here, say something. Okay, so I got something from Google here. Now if I tap and don't hold,
it's 17:43.
It told me the time.
Notifications from Discord.
And now it's giving me my notifications. Now if I tap and don't hold again.
Discord. Pogo
Oh no, okay. It's reading my notifications now, so I'll just tap it to cancel.
Female sign expires at
okay.
18 hours 4 minutes and
Okay, so is this a problem with the Bose headphones? I don't know. Is it a problem with the Pixel 6 Pro? I don't know. Is it a problem with the Google Assistant? I don't know. But the issue that we're having is when you tap the voice assistant button but don't hold it, it's meant to read your notifications, which it's doing right now, okay? But the problem is that sometimes it doesn't somehow manage to read the notification content, and what it's doing instead is just skipping over each notification, which is that beep sound that you were hearing earlier. So I guess you can avoid it by just tapping and holding and using the voice assistant as normal, but it's a bit weird that it would do this since Bose is, well, Bose, and they've had plenty of time to fix this app. So hopefully a software update in the future will fix it. Now, one thing you can do with the shortcut button is launch Spotify. So I'm going to go ahead and enable that by going to shortcuts, and I'm going to set tap and hold to Spotify. Okay. Now what happens here is that it will resume your Spotify playlist or discover music that you love. Okay. So let's go ahead and try this. Yep. And I'm hearing Spotify. And now if I tap it again, it's playing something totally different. So again, music discovery. And then I can double tap, to pause the audio. So that seems to be working just fine when it comes to Spotify integration. Finally, just to go through the rest of the app, we've already seen pretty much everything, okay? So favorites allows you to set what the button on the left does. As you can see, I have 3 favorites here, which are 10, 2, and 3, okay? So basically what happens is that you can set different noise cancelling levels, okay? In this case 10, 5, and 0, okay? And when you tap the button here on the left cup, it switches between those favorites. Okay, so you can set something like full noise cancellation for when you're in the office, 0 for when you want to talk to someone, and maybe 2 or 3 when you're in the street. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense. And finally, there is also here a source button because these headphones actually support pairing to multiple devices. Okay, so right now, obviously, they're paired to the Pixel 6 Pro. Then you can pair to another device, and when the other device starts playing music or whatever audio, that is what comes in through the headphones. Now, the final thing I want to try is answering calls. So my handsome assistant is going to be calling me in a few seconds. And it's reading the contact name. I'll double tap. And now my handsome assistant should be hearing me. Are you? Okay, so my handsome assistant is informing me that it's a pretty weak connection. It's very low. Now this could be something to do with the microphone settings on the phone. Let's just see that. So I can actually mute myself whilst I'm on the call by pressing the voice assistant button. So now it says muted and he can't hear me, and now I'll unmute myself. And now, yeah, and you can hear me right now. Okay, so now he can hear me. The volume is a bit low, however. I'll see if I can... there's really no way to increase the sound. Okay. Hold on a second, let me try something. Now you're supposed to be hearing me from the phone. How is it?
Yes, now it's better.
It's better. So now if I go back here, now I'm back on Bluetooth. How is it now? So all the call handling functions do actually work, but my friend did complain that I seemed to be speaking in a rather low voice with the headphones. I then actually disconnected the headphones and spoke to him directly from the phone, and the volume was much better. So I guess the microphone is a bit low, and someone hard of hearing may have trouble hearing you if you're speaking through these things. So this is me recording a selfie from the phone, and I've set the microphone to the Bose headphones. So this is what the microphone sounds like. Me again, but this time I'm using the microphone on the phone rather than the Bose headphones, so you can compare the audio levels and quality. Are the Bose NC 700s any good? Well, the noise cancellation is impressive, they have a very comfortable fit, and they're really light. These headphones will be perfect for extended use. However, we encountered some stuff we really weren't expecting. Support for the Google Assistant reading notifications and in general is spotty. The device sometimes failing to read notification content and sometimes getting stuck in a loop. Also, the Bose Music app seems to be really unstable, basically displaying a white screen after restoring it from the background. Now, could this be the phone we paired it to? Possibly, but I doubt it. Moreover, there are things which the phone has nothing to do with. The microphone is very quiet, even when talking in a quiet room. My friend could barely hear me on the phone, and audio quality when recording a video is far worse than the phone's built-in microphone. Hey, Keith from the future here. So my friend went home and charged the headphones to 100%. We tried the call test again, and man, was there an improvement. The audio is much louder and the quality seems to have improved as well. So at least this issue can be solved by making sure your headphones are fully charged. Now, does this change my opinion about the headphones? Well, honestly, no. I mean, if they have a 20-hour battery life, then I expect 20 hours of solid use. You can't tell me, oh yes, the microphone quality is bad because you only have 2 hours left. No, I have 2 hours left. You know, it should be at full quality. To top it all off, the included charging cable is really short, and you can't use your headphones whilst they're charging. So, are they worth $379? Honestly, no, at least in my opinion. I mean, yes, the noise cancelling features are good, but so are many other headphones on the market. The touch controls are very good and super intuitive, yes, but the spotty voice assistant compatibility, microphone quality, or lack thereof, and the inability to use them whilst charging are other kinks in the Bose armor. If I had to nitpick, I also wish the ear cups were a bit more adjustable, making it easier to find the perfect fit. But all in all, at least the fit should work for most people. I hope you've enjoyed this unboxing and review. And if you have, please consider liking this video and subscribing to Tech Guru. Your subscription certainly helps. And if you're a superstar like Daniel over here, or the people on screen now, please consider subscribing on Patreon for early access to videos, your name in the credits, an exclusive chat room, and much more. Always remember, I'm also on Odyssey if you want to watch these videos outside of YouTube. Well, that's it for today. As always, thanks for watching.